На это.
На что ты?
Типа, дела, типа, do like being home.
Покажи, может, на что она ответила.
Нет, она вообще нет. Разве что если yes первое. Но там дальше предложение идет.
Ну, видишь, она без запятой. А так было, yes, I'm so happy to do that. Like, yes! I'm so happy to do that. Если продолжим. Yes! Do you like this song? Yeah, I'm so happy to do that. It's so beautiful, I love this too. How are you doing? I wonder how are you doing?
А?
How are you doing, не ответила.
Я. А, она не ответила?
Потому что она говорила, I'm so happy to do that.
What are you making?
I am making.
You gotta wait it out. It's like a straw.
I can just show you.
For someone who's having a special.
Yeah, it's like a wedding. You know, a wedding
Hello,
thing.
cushion kind of.
Yeah, I'm gonna make I'm not sure if I'm making a hello, but I'm making a picture. It's for my daughter. So, she got married many years ago, but I want to make that for her, you know, 'cause she likes the way I make things. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
What's going on? So I gotta ask you, are you doing like a time lapse?
No, not really. Just a regular video.
Just regular video.
Greatly appreciate your patience, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you in advance for your cooperation. After your tickets have been scanned or collected, you'll be free to move about the train. We do have a snack bar located lower level of our sightseeing observation car. Food and beverages available. Hot coffee, soft drinks, bottled water. Candy, the coaches in their sleeping car accommodations. Take the stairs back to the lower level, turn left. And the restroom facilities are located there in the lower level of any of your cars. When moving about the train, you can only get from car to car on the upper level. Please use extreme caution going back and forth. Hold on to the candy striped can railings for your safety and stability. We also, in addition, have safety pamphlets located throughout the train in the back of the seats for your accommodations.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Peter, and my fellow partner is Jack, and we are volunteers at the California State Railroad Museum in Old Sacramento, part of the state park system. We will be traveling with you today as far as Sacramento, California, on Union Pacific Railroad's Donner Pass route, one of Amtrak's most scenic routes in the West, providing information on its history and some points of interest along the way. If you would like to hear our narration during the trip, please join us in the lounge car after the conductor has scanned your ticket. Today, we are traveling over one of the most scenic railroad routes in the United States. It is also the western portion of our nation's first transcontinental railroad. This rail line began as the dream of a surveyor and civil engineer named Theodore Judah. He called it the Central Pacific Railroad. Construction began in Sacramento at Front and K Streets on January 8, 1863, under the leadership of Leland Stanford, Mark Hopkins, Charles Crocker, and Collis P. Huntington, known in railroad history as the Big Four. The original single-track rail line was built east to Promontory, Utah, where it met the tracks laid westward by the Union Pacific Railroad. It was there at Promontory, Utah, on May 10th, 1869, that a golden spike was driven to symbolize the completion of the first railroad across America. A single telegraphed word, "done," signaled the completion, and church bells rang, whistles blew, and a nationwide celebration started acknowledging the joining of America. Due to his untimely death, Judah, the dreamer, surveyor, and civil engineer who designed this railroad, never saw a single rail laid or spike driven. On the left side of the train is the Truckee River. It begins at Lake Tahoe to the southwest of us, flows through Reno, and empties into Pyramid Lake here in Nevada. The river provides water for many communities along its course and is also known for excellent trout fishing. We will follow the river for most of our trip to the town of Truckee, California, which will be coming up in approximately 1 hour.
There's the Atwell. This picture. Pictures like that. Cool. Frontier shirt is now what they call it. Yeah. They had so many good things.
Pretty sure the captain made that announcement. I'm assuming he should. He would. Just a lot of praying. But I would love to know where the survivors, where they were sitting in the plane. Stewardess, right? So she would have sent it back. Because I'm pretty sure it didn't hit. It didn't nose it. It wasn't. Yeah. It glid. Yeah, probably too. Cars on there. Because I doubt it would have nosedived. It's nosedived. Yeah, nosedived. Everybody's done.
Someone's at airspeed.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
They wouldn't just plummet.
No. Like I said, it would glide, to, wherever it would land. Yeah, for the people that did survive, I'm telling you, it wasn't, I guess Lord said it wasn't their time. Yeah.
He's got it all under control.
Yeah, he does.
It's a great deal.
Oh, I appreciate it. I don't even know what time of day it is. I bought it and
that is key.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at an elevation of 4,920 feet above sea level as we leave the Truckee Meadows and enter the Truckee River Canyon. We have now left the silver state of Nevada and have entered the golden state of California.
There we go.
The wooden structures off to the left side of the train, running parallel to the Truckee River and just above water level, are called flumes. They are used to carry water downstream to hydroelectric plants. These flumes are notorious for their leakage. In the winter months, when overnight temperatures often drop into single digits, the water freezes into huge icicles, some 15 feet long. The flumes you see on the left side of the train are currently in operation. Later, you will see flumes on the right side of the train that are inoperable.
And I was there with my family.
on top of it or inside it?
My parents were actually
That's a dam.
and my grandparents built so they finally decided
I think it'll be your off. Nothing's going to happen right now except something on my front. For a wild card. I think the one
See, there's kids.
Thank you. Our next station stop is Truckee. Wait for the conductor's official announcement. We have about 15 minutes or so to go. During 1863, 1865, construction of the Dutch Trap and Donna Lake Wagon Road was completed. There are numerous state stations built along the route, including Gray's Station. The settlement later grew into a small town called Colbert Station and was later renamed Truckee after a Paiute Indian chief. In 1866, Joseph Gray and George Zephyr built and operated a lumber mill. Structural lumber, railroad ties, poles, fence posts, shingles, vine timber, charcoal, and firewood were harvested from the surrounding forests and shipped all over the West. During 1890 and 1920, Truckee established itself as a winter sports destination. And ice palace with walls 3 feet thick, covered by chicken wire, and hoods with water former shooting ice palace. Tourists poured into this area from an excursion camp. In 1910, Hollywood Film Company became intrigued by Truckee's mountain charm. It became the center of the budding motion picture industry. Truckee hosted stars such as Charlie Chaplin, Clark Gable, John Wayne, Henry Fonda. 82 movies were filmed in Truckee before 1941. During 1932 to 1940, the Southern Pacific Railroad operated an excursion train called the Snowball Special. The train left San Francisco after midnight. We returned the following midnight, giving excursions Monday through the day in Truckee to enjoy winter sports. The town of Truckee was incorporated in 1993. Now, people who know say there are no towns, there are all cities. That's the way the state of California wants it. But when the city of Truckee incorporated in 1993, it took as its name the town of Truckee. Truckee continues to grow in popularity as a resort destination. Truckee's next wait for the conductor's announcement. Oh, I forgot to mention, Truckee is also the site of winter snow removal equipment by the Pacific. And once we get close to Truckee on the right, you'll see some of that snow removal equipment. You won't miss it. Look right before we stop. They're Jordan splitters, orange in color, with big wings in the middle that scoop that snow off of the rails, off the mountain. Hopefully we do that this winter because we're having a drought. Truckee's next, wait for conductors on.
We all way up there. Long ways to go.
Jump on down your throat.
That's because of
Can't wait that guys place on that. It's right in front of you. Can't get any closer.
I would start. That might be your next
Like your next
products. I would draw it, just start it.
Some of these sites here now,
You already have some.
I always felt like I was going to work.
Snow on her decks.
You know what really surprising? It was very seldom they ever had a job to train. They got laid.
There they are,
the train.
North Springs.
Just all here's some up right here. They're ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if Truckee is your stop, please head on downstairs. Here we go. This is Truckee. If that's not your stop, please stay on board.
I have another one. More than 3 points. I just want to be the first one out.
It's a good little restaurant right there.
Great night, gas.
It's an old street car in the front. The other side is a street car. They brought it in.
But they got to haul it all the way up to the mountains.
They made it up through the front of the diner.
Oh, yeah.
That's a street car.
I know.
I love her.
That one is
That's what it is. Yeah. That's what I like to do my night.
If I don't get anybody to see, they're looking for seats because people have seats held up in here, and they're sitting in here. If you want a view, sit in here and sit the whole time, that's fine. Give up your seats. You have to give up your seats in the car. You can't have seats in the waiting room. We pay for them.
No, I have not been yet.
Pay for your seats, but you can't hang out here too.
We know it today as Donner Lake. On October 31st, 1846, heavy snow near the east end of the lake halted an immigrant party led by George Donner. The party had departed from Illinois in the spring of that year. But after falling victim to ill-advised detours and suffering other delays, the Donner Party found itself attempting to cross the Sierra in early and severe winter. While most of the party remained trapped in the lake, several bumpers struggled through the snow to obtain help at Sutter's Fort in Sacramento. As a result, the survivors were rescued 5 months later after suffering great hardships. Of the 87 people who began the trek, only 47 people survived. Sutter's Fort, State Historic Park in Sacramento, situated at the top midpoint 73 feet straight down through solid granite. This enabled the crews to work from the inside in both directions, 4 phases of tunneling. Sometimes progress was as little as 7 inches per day. The summit tunnels. Since most of the work was done inside the tunnels, the workers were sheltered from the harsh weather. At times, the work was 24 hours per day, 7 days a week.
You go into another environment for a second 3D model, and it's not 3D model, you lay out the position, it's not just the background. And then after that, you can convert it to 3D model. All of these froze. Too busy closing.
Hydraulic miners, we're trying to wash away the dirt from under the rails. Because of the damage done to downstream riverbeds and agriculture, hydraulic mining was founded by a guy.
I do not have it. I don't have it. Yeah, I do not have it.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next station's up coming up in just a few moments. City of Colfax. Colfax coming up. If Colfax is your stop, now's a good time to check around, make sure you have all your personal belongings and prepare to exit the train. Here at Colfax, Colfax is going to open up the middle coach car, the 511 car, middle coach car, and only for those passengers leaving us. If it's not your stop, please stay on board the train. Folks, when we get out of Colfax, for those of you continuing on, I'll sit down and figure out some estimated time of arrivals, and we'll put it over the PAs and some lunch and over here.
It's like grandparents.
Earlier we were talking about Amtrak. We are train 5, and I told you our sister train was train 6.
I remember there, and then literally my emotion, like my face, like I didn't see that. So it's all this movie. I did see that movie. So I started thinking those ones. They weren't. I was like, No, this is fine. Weird that she doesn't want to see her place again. She wants to like get out
The Central Pacific Railroad reached Auburn in May 1865, 2 years after construction began in Sacramento. To the left of the train is Nevada Station. Keep looking left. Left of our train, you'll see the city of Auburn. Look for the courthouse and a large concrete statue. Auburn was established in 1851, became the Placer County seat, and the courthouse that we'll see shortly, Cornerstone, was late 1894 and completed 1898. Still in use today. Concrete statue is Claude Chena at the base of the courthouse. You see, gold was discovered at Sutter's Mill in Coloma, January 24th, 1848. Then in May 16th of the same year, gold was discovered downtown.
Outside of LA.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Karen from Madonna Car. This will be the last call for lunch and a diner. Last call for lunch and a diner. Last and final call for lunch and a diner. Thank you.
Used to be the site of many large granite quarries. The granite quarry here was used in the docks constructed at Vallejo in San Francisco and as far away as Hawaii and the Philippine Islands. The California State Capitol building in Sacramento and the Placer County Courthouse in Auburn were also partially constructed with Rockland granite. The granite was also used for railroad track ballast and abutments for railroad trestles. In the early 1900s, more than 60 quarries operated here, but the demand slowly declined over the years. Several years ago, the last quarry ceased operation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have your attention, please. Our next station stop in approximately 25 minutes, folks. 25 minutes. City of Sacramento. Sacramento, 25 minutes to Sacramento is your destination. Now's a good time. Check around your seat, check in your room, make sure you have all your personal belongings, but please remain in that seat, remain in the room until the train comes to a complete stop in the city of Sacramento. Sacramento's a transfer point for those passengers heading down the San Joaquin Valley, making stops in Modesto, Merced, Fresno, Hanford, Bakersfield, then on into Southern California. And also the transfer point for those passengers on the Amtrak Thruway bus to Northern California, Chico, Redding, Coast Starlight, train number 14 heading up to Southern Oregon, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington. Again, folks, if Sacramento is your destination, please check around, make sure you have all your personal belongings, but please remain in that seat until the train comes to a complete stop. 25 minutes, Sacramento.
I beat the second stage of the flagship, but I died on the third one. So I almost won.
Most famous was State Fair in 1864. This was a large repair facility for railroad locomotives, as one of the largest rail yards west of Chicago. The complex is 4 miles long and contains sorting and storage tracks. A classification yard, such as the one you see in a few minutes, is where freight cars from incoming trains are reassembled into new trains bound for other destinations. The rail yard visible coming up on the left side of the train was overhauled by the Union Pacific Railroad in the late 1990s at a cost of $142 million. The complex does contain 125 miles of new track. The name of the yard is J.R. Davis Yard.
That's so weird. That was a bad episode. It's because you didn't understand what's going on. First couple of episodes takes, especially with something that's scale, episodes to understand. Doing it with commentary. Are we all watching actual?
I forgot to ask you. I know Papa here.
I just want all of these.
Don't go the fashion shop there. Papa.
Their color. Baby on the table. Baby on the table. I think that's what I can steal that other piece. All the world is there. Dad, keep this thing there. I know.
by the County of Sacramento and is operated as a business park. Private businesses have moved into the large complex, replacing thousands of jobs lost when the base was closed. As located in statewide aircraft maintenance center here. Cal Fire operates the world's largest fleet of firefighting aircraft. The only military presence remaining at this location is the United States Coast Guard unit, which provides air and sea rescue along the western shoreline. The park is also home to the Aerospace Museum of California. On display are historic military and civilian aircraft.
right, talk to you then. All right, bye.
2015 was a good thing.
I'm quite bored. I don't have any.
That's what I said. I said game. Oh yeah. The game was good. No, the frisbees were on the table. Strong. Barriers and challenging players and climbing shit
Why can I not?
Papa said he'd take me for it. Papa said it's for it. No, he said he Why can't you discuss it when this holiday? Abhi holiday is not ended. You only made a rule that on holiday I can't. Abhi holiday is going on. This is part of the holiday. They are discussing traveling first. What happened first? Second May holiday. What? The holiday is ending on second. They are discussing traveling second. Yeah. No, but Papa said 13. No. I asked him. don't lie. Okay. No, don't now. Then, are you going to talk? Or should I cancel it? But Papa said that I'll cancel it on the calendar. No, but Papa will take it. Then discuss it with Papa. Papa said, Papa said, last time you can ask, but after that, you can say this, like Papa said. Whatever you repeat is.
No, but what is bothering me is Papa said he does.
No, he didn't.
Let me tell you what is bothering me. What is bothering me is Papa said when I leave. The Papa said what? What? He didn't say that. He said if I repeat it, I'm not right.
He said only before the holiday.
No, he said if I repeat I would not get it.
Okay, then let's see ask him.
No, but Papa said if I repeat No, Papa said if I repeat I would not.
No, he didn't say right? No.
But Papa said
अच्छा okay, then let me cancel your
नहीं, don't.
Then don't launch the
Papa said if I
No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
He said he did not there, but Papa said
You're disturbing others.
No one to answer.
I have to ask Papa.
Papa said
I don't know if this is crude oil coming in or probably refined gas coming out. Comes in by ship, they refine it, they put it in the tanker car, and this goes out.
I think that's where they actually trucks.
We're almost more females.
All the other ones.
Martinez! Thank you.
Very nice.
I was also going to say, I love this. It's also like a little waterproof. Unfortunately, it's camo, so I'm going to lose it.
Oh, like the button on the face. Oh, okay, I get it.
Hey.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
How you gonna?
Do this.
What's in your pockets anyway? Look at those nice hills. I can turn off my device, not even pick up the elevator and turn it on.
That's pretty.
I would love to make dinner. If you need me to like take anything out or get anything on the way. Oh, well, you can. Okay. Yeah, I haven't actually eaten anything like cooked that wasn't from a restaurant or Korean this past week. So, yeah, so eating something that, yeah, that sounds nice.
In front of the station, you want your bag